Hello, my name's Deborah Stone and this is my colleague Alex Ingram, and together we've developed myagingparent.com, which is a website aimed at helping you help your elderly parent by providing all the information that you might need in one place. Today we'd really like to talk to you about iPads. iPads are incredibly useful at helping the elderly combat loneliness and isolation, particularly for those who are more housebound, because it enables them to sit in the comfort of their own chair and look at all sorts of entertaining apps on their iPad. Alex's mother uses her iPad all the time, and it has been a real godsend for her, and we know that many elderly people across the country are continuing and increasingly using their iPads. In particular, we'd like to talk to you about the types of apps that you might like to use on your iPad. And Alex is going to demonstrate a number of these for you today. Alex.
Thank you. Firstly, I'm going to really talk about the more general apps to put on the iPad, and these ones that have been tried and tested by elderly people, my mother included. But you may, when you're considering apps, want to think about the interests of your parent in particular, because there are apps about genealogy, about painting, and so you want best to put on something that is a bit different as well as the generic ones I'm going to go through today. So, in terms of demonstrating them, I'd like to start firstly with the area of communication. The first thing, obviously, they would need to do is to get email. Now, the actual iPad already comes with a mail account, so all you need to do is set up an email address for your parent, and Gmail's a very good way of doing that. Typing on the iPad can be difficult, so I just want to show you an app which I think will be very useful. It's the one here, and it's called Dictation. Let me demonstrate it. It says here, tap and dictate. I'm now going to demonstrate Dictation. I've tapped it again, and now you can see that it's captured what I've said, and then your parent can just copy, cut, or in fact email it through to a contact. An excellent way to communicate without having to type. Another form of communication which is used a lot by the elderly, in fact by a lot of people, is Skype. Skype gives you a way of talking to anyone around the world for free. And the way to use Skype is you have to load your contacts on. You will use that email address to find them. You look for a contact that's got a green tick, which means they're online. You tap on the contact, and you have an option of having a voice call, a video call, or you could just type a message. And with an iPad, what's so fantastic about it is if you want a video call, you've got a built-in web camera. It's a great way for an elderly person to keep in contact with their family over distances and to feel wanted and part of the family. Okay. Also, it's very important for parents to be kept busy. So there's a few iPad apps I'd like to demonstrate for that. One of them is, one way of keeping busy is to watch TV. Now, we've all got television sets, but actually having something mobile that you can carry around with you, you can sit next to you while you're eating dinner. My mum always likes to have a TV on right next to her. She doesn't feel alone. TV Catch-Up, it provides all the channels that you can get on your TV, with all what's happening at the moment, and you just press on that and you can have TV on demand where and when you want it. There's also Iplayer and 4OD. These are all catch-up for programs that you've missed, and in fact with Iplayer you can download whole series onto the iPad for your parent to watch. So that's a really good way of keeping busy. Games is another fun thing for the iPad. Now, games are quite personal, so I would think the best thing to do would be to actually try out some games with your parents. I've picked a few here that might be used. iSlash, that's Fruit Ninja. These are all sort of fun games. But there's games like Solitaire, and there are also games you can play with other people through the internet. Things like Words for Friends is a form of Scrabble, and through emails you can link up with people and play games, as you can with things like Solitaire and a lot of card games and board games. So there's no reason not to be kept busy and also interact with other people. I've picked a couple of general interest apps also to demonstrate. Google Earth is a lot of fun. Your parent might want to look at places where they've been, where they want to go, look where somebody lives. They can search, or they can just very tactilely move it around and zoom into places. And a final app I want to demonstrate is something that always obsesses the elderly, the weather. And I've picked two apps to look at here. The Met Office, which is very much UK weather and pretty accurate, and Weather Plus, which I know my mum likes to look at because it shows you the weather conditions at the moment in different countries. And it's quite visual. So thank you very much, and I hope you have fun choosing your apps for your iPad.